near me with the map telling me where to go.
Oh, I stole the map, so I'll have the map.
I don't want the map.
Well, I stole it, so it's mine.
Well, that's fine.
Finders keepers, losers sweepers.
And we're
You said you
live.
sold the map.
All right. So, this is our first session in Blue Azimuth, a airship and monster hunting campaign. So, we are kicking it off tonight. This is the crew of the Dawnbreaker. The Dawnbreaker is a ship under the command of one Lawrence Digby, and crewing currently, we have Haas, the Herringon, we have Bobby, the half-orc, we have Ranmop, the Warforged, and downstairs, still sort of gently stirring away at a pot, is an old woman that none of you know the name of. She just sort of came with the ship, and she insists on being called Cookie. She refuses to do anything she's ordered to except fixing 3 fairly poor quality meals a day for the whole crew. But that's not your concern right now, because you all are on your way to reap the benefits of a lucrative monster nest, and you all were piloting the Dawnbreaker in that direction, but you have had a navigational error. As you made your approach, there was heavy cloud cover, and you accidentally passed right through the middle of a patch of floating islands. While this seemed perhaps fun or beautiful or interesting, what it has actually proven to be is incredibly dangerous. As you have passed through the center, you begin to hear these sounds of and giant winged creatures have emerged from openings on the rocks and are now attacking the ship. They've been attacking you for a couple of minutes now, and I'm going to have everybody roll for initiative as soon as I pull the map or pull up the encounter.
Pace, where the heck was this on your map?
Well, I don't know.
All right, roll for initiative.
Hey, Cole, where are you at it? Could you send me that link for the Chrome download so I can throw my dice in the?
Oh my gosh, just look it up.
No.
Well, hold on.
Also, you're gonna make him look it up.
Well,
You can find it that quickly, maybe.
All right. So we can... I will pull that up for us, but go ahead and everybody roll your initiative for now. Digby, have you rolled initiative?
Yep. Looks like you did.
What'd you get?
You got a 19?
Yeah. Did that not show up?
Oh, it showed up
chat.
in Roll20, but it didn't show up in the D&D Beyond log.
Oh.
Weird. All right. At the top of the initiative, we have Bobby. So I'm going to zoom in our Twitch view on Bobby. So, Bobby, tell us a little bit about your character.
See now, I'm a half-orc who's got a little bored and decided to go on an adventure. And what more way to find fun than on a flying boat?
All right. And what does Bobby look like?
Well, half-orc. Majestic.
Majestic half-orc.
Majestic. He's got hair like Fonzie.
And what class is Bobby?
Ranger.
And who is the critter next to Bobby?
It's my dragon.
So Bobby is a Drake Warden. So he has showed up to this dragon fight with his own dragon. Very appropriate. And Bobby also does double duty as the ship's mechanic. All right, Bobby. So these 5 or 6 creatures have come out and swarmed the ship. There are 2 larger ones, and all of them kind of look dragon-ish, but you can immediately spot the difference. These are a lesser species known as a wyvern. Wyverns lack the foreclaws of a true dragon. They don't really have an elemental affinity, and they also are not nearly as smart. Plus, they have a wicked, poisonous sting on their tail. And one of them is barreling down right at you where you're standing on the edge of the deck. What are you going to do?
Well, now, that is quite a pickle. Am I allowed to take a step backwards?
You will provoke an attack of opportunity.
Gotcha. So,
You do have a short sword, though.
You can seduce it, though.
do I?
You just didn't have them equipped. I just went back and popped them in.
Let me refresh my page. There they are. I thought I refreshed the page. What this means. We're stabbing it. Maximum penetration.
All right. Huh, that's weird. Somehow I think Beyond 20 is eating the rolls that would get fed to the game log. Interesting. All right. So, yes, a 17 is going to hit. Nice. This is one of the smaller ones. And actually, if it was anyone else, I'd be having you roll nature checks. But you can just tell this is a... this isn't like an adolescent. And so it does not have a ton of health. Also, it is... We have to do a little math for this. It is your dragon companion's turn. Did you give it a name?
I have not yet.
I'm going to volunteer the name Hank.
Yep. That's a good name.
Hank has a bite attack. And that is going to be +5 to hit. And then it'll deal 1d6 plus 2 piercing damage. I'll add his attack to your sheet real quick. But if you'll go ahead and do that. Adding it as Hank Bite.
Perfect. Oh, if anybody's curious, the best way to wake up after you just hit after you just snoozed your alarm is a nosebleed.
Oh, yeah.
Ooh, yeah.
Had
That'll
those
wake you up.
before. It does cause a bit of a panic, yeah.
Oh no, I'm a pro at this. I've done this several times.
I get them quite a bit during the winter when it dries out.
Okay, so that is +3 +2. So go ahead and roll that, and then add +2 to your roll.
Alright, let me there it is.
Seven is not going to hit, unfortunately.
How much damage have you done? Almost the same. Perfect.
All right. So, standing by one of the ballistas, we have Bobby and Hank locked in combat with this smaller wyvern. It's actually the wyvern's turn now. It is going to. It actually has sort of like a territorial thing with Hank. It's zoomed in, and they have their eyes sort of fixed on each other, and they're kind of back and forth. And it is going to attack Hank. It gets a 2. The next one is going to go with a fly speed of such and such. And it is going to attack Ardenmont. That is a 13 to hit.
I only have 11, so that does hit me.
No, you're an armorer.
Oh.
You should be in, like, plate.
Oh, maybe I'm not set. I'm probably not wearing it or something. I forgot to set. Okay, yeah, nothing's checked. That's a problem.
That'll do it.
Right now, I only have scale mail according to this. There, my armor class is 15. Okay.
There we go. That makes sense. Okay. Yep, it swoops in. It does not hit, but then it's going to swoop right back out.
Ha!
And the next one. Got a big map. Got to keep track of everybody. One of them is going to swoop down towards the bridge. And it's going to attack Digby right at the console, running the ship.
No!
17 to hit.
I'm driving. Don't distract the driver.
A 17 misses.
Ooh, all right. The other one.
Well, actually, I'm driving, so I probably would not have my shield equipped.
Yeah.
So a 17 would, in fact, hit.
All right. It's going to lash out. Its claws sort of clamp down. It only does 4 damage, though. So even though you don't have that you don't have that shield up, you've still got 2 hands on the. You're still sort of covered in heavy armor, and it's struggling to bite through. The other one swoops in and joins its friend attacking Hank. That's a 12 to hit. And if you go into your features and traits, you can see your Drake companion. Whew, man. Hank has 16 AC, though. That is not going to hit.
Ha!
All right. That brings us to Digby at the wheel. So Digby, you know two different things.
Yes.
One, at the wheel, you can use your action to steer the ship and keep it moving. But also, two, you know that wyverns are actually worth a lot of money. This is a score you've heard of before. You think you have stumbled into a wyvern nest. And wyverns themselves have a lot of valuable materials to them. They have decently thick scale that makes for okay, like light armor. The poison glands, or the toxin glands are fairly valuable. The stingers can be used for various things. The biggest thing, though, is that if you have found an actual nest, wyvern eggs that haven't hatched yet are very valuable because if they're brought back intact, they can be sold to be raised as aerial mounts. So, knowing all that, what do you want to do?
Okay. First question:
Hidden.
Can the ship stall in the air? Like, does it have to be moving at all times, or can it float in place?
It can float.
It's a hover ship.
So, to describe the Dawnbreaker a little bit, so the Dawnbreaker, in a lot of its components, is basically falling apart.
Yep.
You bought this ship for really like a
Yeah.
unconscionably low price.
Yeah.
The kind of price where, like, if you saw a vehicle at a car lot that was that cheap, you would have lots of questions.
Yeah.
However, two things on the ship that it does really well. It has an alkanite gas core, which spins up this like fiery vortex that powers the ship, and that fuels these special engines that are sort of like little gas burners all along. There's probably 8 of them along the bottom of the hull, and they can move independently and fire thrust to keep the ship in the air. So it's hovering perfectly fine.
Yeah. The very first thing you got to do when you get a new ride is to juice it up. You got to make sure that baby can run.
Right.
Um, Next question: how far, like theoretically, can the ship move in a turn?
The ship can move 25 feet. It does turn slow. A 90-degree turn will basically be like the whole round.
Okay. Then, finally, the floating islands, are they literally floating? Like nothing is underneath them?
Yes,
Or are they
you all
like,
are like hundreds of feet in the air.
okay. Do I have any knowledge of this world? Of is there anything under the island, like air pressure keeping the islands afloat, or is it just like a magic?
Make an Arcana check.
Not my strong suit. I'll take it. I'll take it.
With a 10, you know enough to know what you don't know. And what you know is that there's lots of different things that can hold an island like this aloft.
Hmm.
There's spells, there's weird, like,
Hmm.
wild natural magic, all kinds of weird stuff. You would guess, just eyeballing it, you don't think there's anything under these.
Okay. Well, I'm going to attempt to steer the ship at this thing, but underneath of it. And I'm going to try and hit the wyverns with the bottom side of the island. Does that make any sense?
I can see that.
So once you start moving, they're all sort of flapping in the air. They're going to pull away from the ship as you move.
Hmm. Fair enough. I start to move the ship that way and notice that, but I correct course because I suspect that these will not be leaving us alone, and quite frankly, I don't want them to. I I want to kill these guys. We need money, but also if I can get this, people are going to start talking about me. This will be the first score of many. So I turn to the one attacking me, and I'm gonna swing right back at it.
All
Can I
right.
reach it? Can I reach it with a longsword?
Yeah,
Did it
it
drive
came all the
away
way down to
or
attack you. It
gotcha?
used all its movement to get there.
I roll to hit first.
That will definitely hit.
I did one handed, by the way. I've got the other hand on the steering wheel.
Oh, what terrified me is that it combined the two for some
Yeah,
reason. I was like,
yeah. I
how
don't know
did he
why it
do
did that.
20 points of damage? All right. This is another one of the sort of juvenile ones. And your
Mhm.
9 points hurts it pretty bad.
All right.
And while we're at it, give us a little more description of Digby. So you're at the
Well,
wheel. You are the ostensible owner and captain. What does Digby look like? What is Digby's vibe?
well, Digby is a half elf Oath of Glory paladin. He's in his uh, 30s, give or take. Not not super old, but certainly not a teen or a youth. He spent most of his younger life dreaming of of I guess you could call it fame. He wants to be known. He wants to be a hero. He wants his life to have some sort of meaning. Um, and monster hunting seemed like a great way to do that. But he didn't really have any means of going about that dream. So he scraped together a lot of money. Not a lot of money. He scraped together very little money, but enough to purchase this ship. Um, it's not much, but it's his, and he's very proud of that. And the way he talks and carries himself, uh, he's already in the mindset that he is going to make it someday. There's no maybe he will, maybe he won't. He's in his own mind. He's a big deal already. Um, that doesn't mean he's uncaring. Um, he cares very much for his crew. He needs his crew to do what he do, do what he does. Um, but yeah, he thinks that he's a big deal already.
All right. So Digby shining gloriously at the wheel, taking a stand. That brings us to Ranmap. So tell us who and what is Ranmap?
Ron Mop is a warforged artificer, and he is a shipwright. He likes building and working on ships. So if there's a ship involved, he's interested. There's not a lot of history on him. Nobody knows really what he did before being a shipwright, so that might be all what he's always done.
He just can't
And
remember.
he can't remember. He has memory issues. He kind of looks like Iron Man, but unintentionally, since Ron Mop doesn't know who Iron Man is. But
Mhm.
it just kind of happened that way.
I kind of like the idea that I don't know. Well, I'll ask you first. Where do you think the Ron Mop name comes from?
That name, I think, was given to him early on from one of the ships he was working on. The the crew always had him doing mopping along with working on the ship. They thought they were being funny, but
Uh,
he kind of kept with it. So
I think also maybe they had like a pair of like overalls just laying around, and someone was like, you can't be naked all the time. Here,
it's
just
like, I
wear
know you're
this.
robotic, but put something on.
And the overalls had the name Ron on them,
They just happen to have a name tag, Ron the janitor.
and thus Ron Mop was born.
There you go.
All right, Ron Mop, it is your turn. You are a
Okay.
warforged artificer armorer.
Yes.
So what are you doing with your turn?
What do these big giant guns do?
The ship has 2 ballista. I put those on the ship sheet that I just sent out, and you can
Okay.
operate that on your turn. Each ballista can only be fired once per turn, and Digby has reminded you several times that every ballista bolt is 10 gold.
Do we have any amount of money?
I would say that you all actually have. I'd say that you'll have maybe like 700 gold in sort of your total ship fund. But you also know that, like, literally that won't pay for your ship upkeep for a whole month.
Mm-mm.
For those keeping score at home, just the regular upkeep and maintenance is 200 gold a month. Their rank 1 guild licensing, which is the lowest level, which keeps them in good standing with their sort of monster hunting association, that's 300 gold a month. They spend 1 unit of fuel per day. That's 100 gold each. The ballista bolts are 10 gold each. Rations are 5 silver per crew member per day. And hull repair is 10 gold per 5 hit points.
Of course it is.
I see Ron Mop eyeing those ballistas out of the corner of my eye, and I scream, "Don't you dare!"
But I was
You're a
going to shoot
machine. You're a
the big
machine.
giant.
Deal with this.
I will say too, though, you all would know this. The ballistas, one unique advantage they have is you can fire a bolt that is anchored to the ship.
So you could reel in something like harpoon it or whatever. Ron Mop sighs and just decides to move towards the big guy without firing the awesome looking ballista. I've been working on this all week. I wanted to test it out.
At the very least, save it for the the I don't know what I would call it.
The big one.
The
The big
nest
one.
mother. Wait
Right.
for it to wait for it to
I'll
come
soften
out.
it up a little. But yeah. Oh, that's there's another one down there. That's mine. Oh, that 35. Oh, well. Okay. Anyways, I'll try this for now. Oh, gosh. Or not.
Oh, natural 1. Yeah, you power up this like lightning cannon. What does this look like? Like, what happens when you fire this?
It's in my hand. So again, it kind of looks like basically an Iron Man thing. But yeah, this like glows in the palm of my hand, and I aim it at things. Only this time, I think in my excitement. Well, and I was distracted by the ballista. I shot wide, I guess.
All right, it sparks and cracks off of one of these floating islands, blowing a chunk out of it, and sending like dangerous sized pieces of rock just falling down below. You hope there's no one down there.
Look out below.
All right, it is now the larger creature's turn. The 2 large creatures. One is sort of hanging back. The other one just had just got shot right at by Ron Mop,
Lightning bolt.
and it's going to be super annoying. So it's going to swoop in, and it is going to make a bite attack first. And you can see as this creature swoops in, it's has these massive jaws, but they just sort of clank. It's expecting you to be sort of fleshy, under your overalls, and it just hits your armor and does nothing. But then the stinger is going to come whipping around. That's going to be an 18 to hit.
Ooh, gosh. Yep, that'll do it.
So that is 14 points of piercing damage. But you are a Warforged. You have resistance to poison. So go ahead and make a... trying to double check your constructed resilience.
Right.
Okay. Make a Constitution saving throw.
Okay. Advantage against being poisoned, so.
Yeah, so against the status effect.
Okay, so just do a normal roll for the Constitution saving throw or
Yes.
advantage. Okay. Oh, gosh.
Man. And you even have a good Constitution.
Yeah, I know, right?
But
Well,
the good news is you're still resistant, so you take 9 points of poison damage.
I have 1 health.
Jeez. The other creature is sort of holding its ground, and it is Haas's turn. So tell us a little about Haas.
Oh, easy. So Haas is a rabbit, as you can tell. And, since his childhood, he's been a very rambunctious child, running around, taking stuff, because, he wanted it, and no one really could stop him. In and out of the law, the usual stuff. And so he was bored, and he saw the map, and he goes, man, I want that. So he made a copy of it, except wrong, because why would he give away the right map and just make a copy of the right map? That's bad business. Swapped it out, ran into Digby by happens chance, and then started up a conversation because Haas, being a rogue, he likes to talk to people because it's how he gathers information to who to steal from and who not to steal from. Little do you know, if you talk to him, he's probably plotting how much riches you have so he can steal from you.
That old kleptomaniac thing.
And so now he's here on the boat being attacked by wyverns, and sometimes he questions how he got into this, and then also he doesn't because the glory of killing wyverns right now and money. Because Haas is broke. His mom has like 100 other kids because she's right. That's a lot of mouths to feed.
Thinking of like Zootopia when you go to the family back home.
At the carrot farm. All right. So Haas is a swashbuckler rogue. So what do you want to do on your turn?
I'm actually going to be a little sneaky. Or not. Come on. Why won't you? We might have some problems.
Uh-oh.
I can't click on my character.
Technical issues.
I was earlier.
Oh, yeah. That's weird. Well, tell us what you'd like to do, and then we'll figure it out.
Well, I wanted to move about, I don't know, here and try to get the flanking and then hit him with my rapier.
All right.
Be sneaky and get behind him and hit him with a rapier, but I cannot get myself to move.
That's all right. I'll just drop you over there. So you go full. You are acrobatics expertise. I'm not even going to have you roll this. You just like ninja flip and duck, and then you like dive and slide under and hop up with your rapier. So go ahead and make an attack. 23 is definitely going to hit.
That was an 18. Nice.
And then you get, there's the sneak. 16 points. You just flat out kill this one. It is
That's how I
instantly
do it.
dead.
And it's on the deck, which means it's easier to
Yeah,
harvest.
right. Yeah.
Yep. That's why I'm going to try and do my best to leave things where they die. That way we remember. All
Which
right.
one's
So that
evil?
was your part of your movement and your
Great
action.
job, Haas.
So
Um,
you could.
Real quick, do I know about how much we would get off of this little baby?
It's going to depend on how well you harvest it.
Hmm.
It's going to be a
We
good
got we
chunk
have a
though.
range.
I mean, think about it. You have the whole hide, you have its teeth, the tail, the poison. Honestly, and then if we're brave enough, you guys can like cut it up and use it to mitigate food costs because it is technically meat.
Well harvested, I would say that it would be like probably 25 to 50 gold worth. And that could be even higher if you find a good market for what you're looking for, or if you are able to process it into useful items and then sell those instead of the raw materials.
All right,
I was
all right.
supposed to pre-make
Oh,
it armor.
I'll yell out to Ron Mop again and go, "Hey, man, you got one shot."
Well, technically 5. If he's worth 50, then you got 5 ballista bolts covered.
We got mouths to feed. I'm giving him one.
Mhm.
It's one.
Now, that bigger creature, go ahead and make. I'll let all of y'all. Well, I'll let whoever has highest roll with advantage, which looks like. How did. Wow, okay.
What on like nature?
Yeah, I was looking.
Survival?
And actually, Haas is the best at nature.
Well, he's a rabbit.
Yeah.
Oh, I guess survival would also count.
Oh, I'm terrible at survival.
Oh, so actually, this would be Bobby. So Bobby, roll survival with advantage. Oh yeah, with
Dang.
that roll, these larger creatures are much more valuable. You could use them to offset some of your rations. You're probably going to get a couple of sort of suits worth of leather out of them. But the two biggest things are if you can preserve that delicate wing section, those are used in like fine cloaks and certain kinds of artificing. But more importantly, the toxin glands are very valuable. You can process. There's the number of toxin glands varies, but if you can preserve them, each one can be turned into doses of a wyvern poison, which is very valuable. So probably low end 500 gold if you can get one intact. But that could easily jump up into like the thousands if you can process it correctly.
Fantastic.
All right. So Haas was at the bottom of the list. So Haas, you are a rogue. As a bonus action, you can hide. So you can sort of like tuck yourself away, probably like behind the railing, like right here, and have advantage on your if you wanted to shoot your bow next turn. Haas?
His connection flickered there.
Oh, all right. We'll just do it for him. We'll let him roll when he gets back.
Hoss is talking.
Oh, okay.
All right. But
Need
that's
to
the end of his
reconnect.
turn anyway. So we are back up to the top. It is Bobby's turn. So, Bobby, Hank is fighting two of these smaller wyverns. What are you going to do?
Well, I'm on assist Hank.
Also, Hank has an ability that we didn't use last turn. Hank has infused strikes. Hank can add an extra 1d6 damage to your first attack each turn.
Alright. Now that I got my space, I'm going to hit the Drake. So that one. So I'm gonna hit this Drake with my bow.
All right,
Maybe
14
not.
will hit. Nice. And go ahead and if you want, roll 1d6 for the infused essence or infused strike. Nice. So which element do you have Hank doing currently? Your choices are... Let's see. Your choices are acid, cold, fire, lightning, or poison. And you can change it every time you resummon Hank.
I think I had it as lightning.
All right. Lightning. So Hank is like... So Hank doesn't have wings yet. Hank will grow into them. But Hank is sort of prowling and pacing back and forth. And currently, Hank almost has more of like a mountain cat kind of build. But the scales that run along Hank's body kind of ripple. And they almost sort of vent electricity. So when your arrow flicks through the air, all of this electricity suddenly vents, and your arrow is surrounded by this crackling field of lightning. It hits the wyvern, and it just and just electricity crawls all over it, and it collapses to the deck, dead. And then it is Hank's turn. So I believe the other one is the one you wounded last turn.
Yep.
Oh no. Poor Hank. Why does Hank roll bad?
I'm right there with you, Hank.
All
It's
right.
because they're a distant relative.
The very
Damn, Bobby,
wounded
I'm just
one.
not good at this newfangled stuff.
The very wounded one is going to try and make one more bite attack at Hank, and it's just out of here.
No! Grab it!
Does it provoke attacks of opportunities from Bobby and Hank?
So Hank used his reaction for that electrical attack, and I'm playing a little fast and loose with range. If Bobby was to have gotten an attack of opportunity, he would have also attacked with disadvantage, because that would mean it was within melee range.
Understandable.
So it's not impossibly far away. It's sort of hovering over one of the islands now. All right. The one that has not quite reached the ship yet is going to swoop down. It's going to actually swoop down towards Digby. Digby, you're very shiny with all this sunlight.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So you are attracting some attention.
I'm fine with that.
19 to hit.
Yeah, that'll get me. That'll get me.
It bites at you. That's 4 points of damage. They are not nearly as strong as the biggins. But Digby, it's your turn.
Okay. I I'm screaming at Bobby to get on that ballista and shoot it at the one flying away. Do that one where it's rope, the rope ballista, shoot it and reel it back in. Go fishing.
Dang it,
Or do
Bobby!
you, do you think, I don't know, maybe he should go for the big one, and because he's worth more?
We can't let this one get away. The big one will be here. It's fine. Get that one. We need all the money.
Need all of them.
But with that being said, I will, after fighting the one to my that died, I will spin around and slash at the one who just came up on me.
All right, go for it.
And
That
in
will
addition
hit.
to that, I would like to divine smite it.
Jeez. All right.
Why will this not roll damage? Let's try doing it this way. I'm doing rolled. Oh, now it rolled. Okay. And then let me do the divine smite. Did that roll? I didn't want to do. Oh,
Channel divinity.
why is it channel divinity?
That's your
Inspiring
inspiring smite.
I didn't want to do that. I wanted to do. I just wanted to do a divine smite. Can we just do that damage? It's. Oh no, it's a 1d8. My bad. There we go. That is disappointing.
Well, your disappointment is short lived because you summon all the glorious power that you channel through your oath. Your sword fills up with a divine brilliance, and you just smite this thing out of the air for glory, for money.
See, it's easy, guys. Just do that.
Well, I would have if you'd let me use the ballista.
All right. Well, speaking
can.
of,
We've got
Ron
two
Mop,
shots
you're
now.
up.
Well, I don't know if I can get to the ballista now. Because if I disengage, then I won't be able to fire, will I?
You're a Warforged. What's it gonna do? Take a bite out of you? You'll be fine.
It already has. Oh boy. Okay. Well. I might, since I only have one health, I might take the disengage option and back off a bit. Can I do that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, come on.
I'm trying to remember what all armor or things you have. Oh, you're using the stealth armor, right?
I might. I can't remember now.
Yeah, you're using
Did I?
infiltrator.
Infiltrator. Yeah, I did. Can't remember why I chose that one. I think at the time it seemed like
It does give you a ranged attack, but I think the other armor, I want to say it gives you temporary health.
Oh yeah, there was a temporary health option. Yeah, for the other one. Can I switch to it at some point, or
Yes, you can swap at a short or long rest.
oh, okay? I'll think about it.
All right, so you're going to disengage and
And-
move. Anything else?
And I don't think I have anything to heal. Right?
Not as a bonus action. You do have cure wounds.
All right. Wait, since I'm a Warforged, I guess Like, would
It still
mending
works.
work on a warforged? Okay, and cure wounds would work. Okay.
The only mending helped when you were a Muppet. It
Oh,
doesn't
right.
actually do anything for Warforged.
Okay, I wasn't sure.
That was a Muppet rule carryover.
And like, if I had potions, then those
Yeah.
would also heal me. Okay, yeah, but I don't think I have any. Okay.
All
Well,
right.
I think that's all I can do.
Um. Yeah. Let's. Bobby, roll a 1d6.
I think Bobby's gone.
Oh, all right. Ron Mop, roll a 1d6.
Right. 1d6. Don't know if that's good or bad.
Oh, for you, that's bad. The
Man.
large creature chases after you.
Of course it does.
And it's going to go for its bite attack. That's an 18 to hit.
Yep.
All right. That is going to drop you.
Yep.
Wow.
And then it is going to keep flying and try and stinger Digby. It got a 2. The other one is still. Everybody make a nature check. Who is conscious?
Oh, I got this. Maybe. No, I don't got this.
Nope.
The -1 did better than me.
Whew, yeah. Struggles. I'll go ahead and roll for Bobby, even though he is proficient and only has a 1. But he got a 13, which is enough. The fact that other one is not advancing would suggest that it is probably protecting something.
That's where the eggs are.
And Haas,
Yep.
it is your turn. Go ahead and roll a stealth check. We arbitrarily used your bonus action to hide last turn.
I didn't even try to use the sneak attack. I just kind of rolled with it, and I didn't say anything.
Well, you would have had it from flanking last turn. Oh, you are not super well hidden.
It's just a railing, I guess.
Oops, and it. Oh. There we go. Sorry. Digby wasn't actually in like a space, which is
Yeah.
nice for like visual purposes, but confusing for grid purposes. So, sneak attack. Things that give you sneak attack. You can have advantage, which you can get from flanking or from hiding and getting a successful stealth check. But you are also a swashbuckler, so you can do it if no one is around you while you're facing an enemy. Let me find the exact wording.
It said 5 feet.
Let's see. Yeah, rakish audacity. If you are within 5 feet of a creature, no other creatures are within 5 feet of you, and you don't have disadvantage. You also have the normal way to sneak attack, which just needs an ally within 5 feet. So Digby's within 5 feet, so you can use your sneak attack.
Oh, awesome.
Yeah, as a swashbuckler, you can pretty much always sneak attack.
Basically, only if you're surrounded by monsters, or that is to say, enemies.
Or like
But
blinded.
you know what? And in the sheer will of I need to live, I'm going to, I guess, not move so I keep my sneak attack off of Digby.
Oh,
Holy crap.
yeah.
That is going to be freaking wild. So this is going to be... Let's make sure it rolls all this. Jeez. So 23 points of damage. You instantly take this thing almost to half health.
Yes.
Make sure that it all rolled correctly. All right. So you also have a bonus action, and as a rogue, you have a couple of good options for your bonus action. Oh, and you have one as a Herringon too.
Yeah, I get to jump.
Yeah, you can jump, hide, disengage, attack with your offhand weapon, or dash. Oh, and since you hit it with a melee attack, you don't even need to disengage. It can't make a attack of opportunity against you. So what would you like to do?
Want to be a butt and just disengage?
Well, you could get an extra attack, or you could like set up flanking for Digby.
Oh no! I mean, yeah, I'll probably try to set flanking. I don't know if I can because
I got you.
I can move my character now.
Oh, cool. All right, you have this wounded creature between you, and it is Bobby's turn. So there are no more of the smaller wyverns within range. There's the one that is injured and flying away that you could potentially hit with your bow or the ballista. There is the very injured wyvern in the back between Digby and Haas. There is also Ron Mop bleeding out on the ground.
Yeah.
It's
Or
not
boiling
bleeding
out,
out.
or what?
He's got an oil spill.
Yeah, it's a small oil leak. It's no big deal.
So, like, did he fail his first save?
He has not had to make a save yet.
No, I haven't done any yet. Death saves.
I also like the idea that Ron Mop, to continue our theme, Ron Mop also has an alkalite core, like the ship, or sorry, yeah, alkanite core.
Yeah.
And so he doesn't bleed. He like starts venting like blue tinged, slightly burning propane gas from different parts of his body.
Oh man.
So, on a different question, how long would it take me to change the crossbow out from a regular one to one with the chain?
You could just do it. It's basically like a lever you pull as you aim it.
All right. So then that'd be my whole turn if I aim this and shoot this wyvern over the big one flying away, or is that out of range, like one over here?
Oh, you can hit any of them from there. That thing has a crazy range.
Oh, the ballista. Yeah.
Yeah, it's 120 foot for short range, 480 for long range.
Careful of the eggs.
The eggs.
If you aim at the one we think the one down there is protecting eggs. That's why it hasn't come after us yet.
And eggs are very valuable.
Yes.
Noted. But so are the big wyverns. They're also very valuable.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm gonna use my gut instinct and shoot it with the ballista. Because I ain't gonna miss. I shoot my crossbow. I have a bow, so I think I should do just fine.
How do we? I was actually going to ask that before. How do we roll for shooting the ballista, anyways?
The
Since we don't
ballista
have
has. I have the wrong number on here. The ballista is not the best. It's going to have a flat +4 to hit. But if it does hit, it deals 3d10 damage.
Okay, so how do you roll?
Just roll a d20 and add 4.
Oh,
Got Got it. How's a 20?
That'll definitely hit. And which one are you hitting? The little one or the big one?
The big one.
All right.
This one right here.
So then it'd be a 3d10 for the damage.
Nice.
Alrighty then.
That is a good chunk off its health. And it is now chained to the ship. Which it is
And does
not
it take-
going to like.
Yeah. Is it going to take an action to like reel it in or whatever? Or
Yes, you're going to have to like actually like pull. There's probably a mechanism on the ship to help you do that. But
yeah.
we'll probably do an
And then-
opposed strength check using the ship's strength.
Am I allowed to move?
Yes, but you'll have to come back there to operate it next turn if you want to reel it in.
Gotcha. Well, I think I'm going to now move over here. Alrighty then. That's just rude. I cannot move the little dragon.
Oh, I
Oh.
can fix that.
Hank doesn't want to.
Controlled by. Oops. I almost made it controlled by all characters, which doesn't feel like a great plan. There you go.
Thank you. Alright, he's going to come over here, and he's going to attack the big drake.
All
He
right.
might hit. He probably won't.
Oh no,
He will not.
Hank.
Poor Hank.
It's fine. It's the thought that counts.
Right.
Well,
yes.
and Hank can still. Hank was too far to give you infused strikes. Well, actually, hold on. Let me double check how this is worded. When another creature within 30 feet. Oh, no. Go ahead. Well, it's up to you. Do you want to save infused strikes, or do you want to deal an extra 1d6 to the wyvern you already hit?
See, that's a tough one. I think I'll save it for whoever hits this wyvern next, or the one on the boat, the big wyvern on boat.
All right. In that case, it is the small wyvern's turn, and it is out of her.
It's like noping out of there.
All right. Dead things don't get a turn. It is Digby's turn.
All right. All right. I see my friend Ron Mop go down. And even though I have been yelling at him not to use the ballistas and telling him that he can take a hit and everything and it'll be okay, I actually care for him deeply. He's my friend, and seeing him go down, I do not care for that. So I'm going to, and you can tell me whatever checks I need to make, hop off this little edge down, then hop off that, and run around to here, where I can reach him and do a lay on hands.
Okay, so you won't leave the threatened area, so there's no attack of opportunity.
Well, I will,
Well,
to get one up because I can't stand.
because you can't caddy corner. Oh, right. Yep.
But I'm also not going around down the stairs, and I assume that there's a bit of some
Yeah, it's
jumping
about a
to do.
10-foot drop. So here's
I'm
what I would
also
say.
on. This is also elevated. The platform I'm on.
Yeah.
Oh,
I would say it's only 10 feet. You can either just go ahead and take 1d6 falling damage, or you can roll fairly low athletics roll. But if you botch it, you might fall prone and not actually make it.
Break
I'm
your ankle.
I'm going with the athletics rolls, but seeing my friend go down, the man who's been helping me repair my ship and who I need to do that, I actually will start to sort of emanate a light, sort of glowing, shimmering, and I'm going to use my channel divinity to get advantage on those checks so that I can make it there a little more assuredly.
Holy calves, Batman.
Yeah.
All
So
right.
athletics.
With advantage, then.
Yeah.
There you go.
Jeez. Yep. You just sail right through the air like almost like an Air Jordan kind of thing. Hand outstretched, almost like a glowing ball of healing accumulates in your hand, and you just slam dunk it into Ron Mop's chest.
He has his tongue out too while he's doing it.
Wait. What is channel divinity in action?
Oh, surely
It's
that
not.
one's not.
It doesn't say. I'm going to assume not.
I think that there are different. That one's a bonus action, so you're good.
Okay.
Okay.
I just wanted to make sure.
As a bonus action, yeah.
And then I'll take an opportunity attack,
Uh,
or does my glowing
Yeah,
make
I'm
him?
gonna give it to you on this with your epic jump. This thing's
Yeah.
just like, huh?
And with that, I will. Do I want to do?
Oh, you
Yeah,
don't
I'm
even
gonna
move
do.
out of its threatened area anyway because it has a reach attack.
Oh,
Oh, right. Well, never mind then.
okay. Is that how that works?
Yeah.
It's reach, not cool. And I'm going to do lay on hands, and we're going to. How much was it hitting you for before? Give or take.
What was it? I don't even remember now.
I mean, I think that
Well, I
stinger
had-
hit was almost 20.
Ooh.
See,
don't
because
have-
I think one of the hits was 14 and the other one was 9.
I'm going to give you 10, leaving me
Okay.
with 5. I'm not rolling. I'm giving you 10 hit points, leaving me with 5 to spare.
There you go.
All right, that was movement, action, bonus action. Ron Mob, you're up.
Oh, right. Okay then.
Hit it in the butthole.
And I'm guessing since I'm right here, I'm in its attack range. I would invoke an attack of opportunity if I moved outside of its range or whatever.
Yes, you would need to disengage for that. You do have cure wounds if you just want to double down on healing yourself.
This is true. I might do that. Let's see.
Very nice.
I'm almost got 10 more health. How do I do this? There we go.
All right, that is your action. Do you have any bonus actions?
Do I?
Guessing no.
What does it say? 2-weapon fighting is a bonus action. What's that?
That would be if you had made an attack with a melee weapon and you had another melee weapon in your offhand. But you do not. All right. So in that case, the wyvern is going to spread the love. Bite attack on Bobby. That's a
Damn it,
19.
Baba.
13 points of damage.
Yeah, that hits. He's muted.
Shut up, trying to eat food.
All right. And Haas has really hurt a lot of things a lot. So Haas is going to get the stinger.
Oh god, this could drop me one. This could
Oh,
one-time-
it could. That's a 23 to hit.
That's gonna hit.
Oof.
Oh no.
11 points of piercing. And then you need to make a constitution saving throw.
Decent.
I think that makes it. It does. So then you take 11 points of poison damage.
I passed and it still drops me.
No.
Rabbit's big weakness, snake poison.
All right. I need someone to roll a roll a d20 with advantage on behalf of the ship.
That's not good.
One more. One more. Oh, you already
guys.
did.
Oh, he already did. Oh.
Gosh.
The wyvern is going to break itself free.
Of course it is.
Oh, wait. No. Actually, it's not. I forgot about that.
It rolled worse.
There was the thing. It didn't. Haas, first death saving throw.
Yeah, that was a quick turnaround. Boom, baby.
All right, you passed. Bobby, you're up.
All right. Well, because I keep forgetting my class, I still get right up in front of him. So,
You can do a
Yes,
little
you wanna
bit of
do the-
melee. You know, as a
I
treat.
do, but
Let's see. That does hit. Also, you have a feature called Favored Foe. When you hit something, you can mark it and then deal additional damage every time you hit it.
I should totally mark him.
So we'll mark off one of your favored foes. You know, I think this starts working immediately. So I think you'll get it on this attack. So go ahead and roll damage plus 1d4 plus 1d6 for Hank.
So there's 9.
And you have a thing for favored foe down at the bottom. But you didn't need it, so... Nice. 17 points of damage. So you intuitively sort of zero in on a weak point in this wyvern's body type, and you just perfectly jam your sword up into it, and Hank flares with electricity. This thing is super hurt. And it's Hank's turn.
All right.
Do it, Hank.
You can do it. You can do it.
We believe in you. No.
Let's go.
And Hank, why can't I add... I don't seem to be able to adjust the attack bonus, which is super strange.
Is the attack bonus 3 or 5?
It should be 5.
Okay.
Oh, here. Maybe I should just roll here then, and not.
Oh, wait, actually, double check. Plus 3 plus 2. Yeah, 5. All right.
I'll take the 3 one right now.
Yeah. So go ahead and roll damage. Nice. It is on the brink of death. The other one got away. It is Dig's turn. So the wyvern over the nest has ripped itself free of the ballista chain, but the one right next to you is almost dead.
I thought you said it didn't.
Oh, you're right. You're right.
Okay.
I forgot. It's a reduced threat monster, so it has penalties to ability checks.
Gotcha.
I don't know why they don't just implement that in the stat block, but here we are.
No.
So, once again, I need Haas here. He's the only one who seems to be able to read this stinking map that he drew. But I don't have nearly as much history with him as I do with Ron Mop. So I'm giving him three health, leaving me with 2. It's also because I gave so much to Ron Mop that I don't have as much left to give.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, still low. Yep.
But that's my character reason. I need this guy, but I don't care about him as much. So here's
Just
three little life. Hop back up, and
That's
And-
racist. All right. Anything else?
do I have any bonus action spells? I don't think I do. No. So that will be it for me this turn.
All right. Ron Mop, you are. Well, you're not actually up. You're prone, but you can pop up and take your turn.
All right.
Oh, I guess you got up last turn.
Well, yeah, probably, yeah, because I didn't move anywhere, so.
So this wyvern is very hurt. You are in melee range, technically.
Do I have better melee than I do?
Looks like you have some hammers you don't have equipped.
Oh,
I mean, does it work that way? Even though he can get hit by melee, he can't melee them, right?
Oh, you're right. You would have to take a step forward. But what I'm saying is you would have
Oh.
disadvantage on a ranged attack, is what I'm saying.
oh, even with one step away, I'd still have disadvantage.
Right, because it has a reach attack.
Right. Okay. Yeah, I wasn't sure if I had the hammers equipped if I wouldn't be able to do my lightning launcher attack, or I'm not sure how that works, but
I would assume it's one hand.
I mean, I have 2 hammers, but yeah. And they don't have to be thrown, they can be
Yeah, you can just bonk with them.
okay. Yeah, I'll try it. Wait, oh, I have to click this.
Also, for grins and giggles, I'm dropping some other weapons in your inventory.
Okay.
Oh, you're proficient with a shield and aren't using one.
Oh, really? I didn't. It didn't give me one when I did all the stuff. I don't know. Yeah.
Well, I haven't been either, but that's just because I assumed I didn't have it on me while driving a ship.
Which, that makes sense.
I assumed it would be in my quarters.
There you go. Yeah, so you probably wouldn't have taken all those hits. But anyway. Oh,
I can get-
yeah, 19 will definitely hit, so go ahead and roll damage.
Yes.
So, Would you like to narrate this, or would you like me to narrate this?
You can narrate it. You might be more creative with this.
So Ron Mop gets smashed down to the deck. Digby performs his epic leaping heel. Ron Mop gets up, reaches in his bag, pulls out a little like hammer, not like a Thor hammer, like a toolbox
hammer for working on the ship. Yeah.
Yeah, it just takes like 2 steps forward and just conk, and just like taps this thing hard on the head, and it crumples.
Finally.
All right. So there is still the one attached, and that it's somebody give me another strength check for the ship with advantage.
D20.
Yep.
Oops, I did that wrong. I did a 2D20. I meant to do a D20 with advantage. I guess you guys look at both of them separately.
Well, geez,
So
but I'll take that with advantage. You got a crit, and it got a crit fail. I'm actually going to say, like, somehow the mechanism just starts going and starts pulling it in towards the ship. I'll go ahead and pull it up to melee range. So it's thrashing like, and it is Haas's turn.
Well,
and Haas has what, 3 health?
yeah, Haas has like no HP, so I'm going to move here. And you know what? I'm going to try it. I'm going to shoot it with my bow and arrow, my short bow.
So you can shoot it with the other ballista.
Ballista, I missed.
Yep, unfortunately, that is not going to hit.
I fired, and I missed.
Oh. But roll with advantage. I'm going to call this thing restrained, because it really botched it this turn.
He's still safe from me, though.
That'll hit. And I'll give you a rogue hint. We'll say that you did this. At the start of your turn, you can either hide or use steady aim to get advantage, which will give you sneak attack.
I'll get used to this eventually.
That's all right. Rogues are a little tricky, but the nice thing is they don't change very much over time. So you don't have to learn a lot of new pieces. So, all right, go ahead and roll sneak attack. Nice. It is looking quite hurt.
I've just been chunking these things out.
Yeah. Rogues are a lot of damage. And they're not like paladins because they never run out. Like, you don't run out of sneak attack.
Right. Yeah. It just keeps happening.
So Hank and Bobby, you are up.
So we've reeled it to the ship now?
Yes, it thrashed and tried to pull free and absolutely failed and got pulled in.
And then Haas shot him.
Yep.
Wait, Bobby, this might be your turn to do more arrow bow damage than me.
We'll see about that.
You're the ranger, yeah, I'm the rogue, and I've shot him. I've done more damage with the bow too.
Oh, yeah?
Oh, gosh. I mean, not quite a crit, but still.
That is definitely a hit.
Dang.
All right. It looks like Bobby will hit as well. All right, so 7, 12 damage. It is Verhurt. And that jumps us all the way down to Dig. Dig, it's your turn.
Okay. I'm going to yell for Ron Mop to start seeing where he's standing, to start steering the ship gently towards
What it was
this
protecting.
island,
Yes.
because we want to dock there.
Yeah.
And then I'm going to run over to this wyvern, and I'm going to attempt to grapple it and reel it onto the deck of the ship. Which I still have advantage on because my channel divinity lasts for 10 minutes.
All right.
All
So
right.
I'm basically trying to reel it in a little bit more and sort of use the chain to keep it restrained and on the deck. A little easier theoretically to get a clean kill on it without damaging anything.
So we'll just call this a grapple. So make an athletics check with advantage. And I think it's actually going to have disadvantage because it's restrained. It only gets 6. You're easily able to sort of heave it.
Yeah, and I won't.
You all see, like, go ahead.
I was just gonna say, yeah, I don't know if I can necessarily push it prone or anything yet, but in theory, that's what I'm attempting to do is pin it to the ground. Like I said, making it easier for whoever's going to strike the killing blow to make it cleanly.
So technically, that is a use of a shove attack, but in this case, it'd be 2 different things. You'd have to move it and then do that. So,
well, in theory, if it makes it to next turn, that's what I'm doing next turn.
all right. That was Dig. Ranmap, you're up.
Do I get to move out of his hitbox?
Oh.
Yeah, he lobbed the Drake on top of Bobby.
Ah!
Oh, sorry, Bobby. Watch out for the flying Drake. Is steering the ship going to take my action, I'm guessing?
Yes.
Okay, so yeah, I'm just going to be here steering the ship in the direction of...
All right, let's see how I'm going to make this happen.
Whoa. There's 2 ships now.
Oh, yep. I don't know why.
It's an illusory ship move.
Nope. Why is that? All right. Now using Ronmop as an anchor. Ooh, look at that.
That was
Beautiful. All right. So that was your action. Anything else?
Nope, I'll stay here.
All right. The creature is going to thrash again. Give me another athletics check, Digby.
Still with advantage because I still have my channel divinity, right?
Yep. Ooh, it is going to break free.
What?
It overpowers you.
What?
That is going to be its action. It's going to try and fly back over to that bush, to that tree. So Dig and Bobby get attacks of opportunity.
Nope.
Oh my gosh.
All right, it makes its way over there, and it's going to like hunker down and hiss at you all like. Haas, it is your turn.
Think you can make that jump, Rabbit?
That's my movement. That's all my movement right there.
You could use the ballista.
I mean, that's 5.
You
really
also
end
have your
this.
bonus action jump.
Yeah, but it's. Is it really worth jumping 10 extra feet? Just shoot him with a bow and arrow. Well, I could try to shoot him from a bow because I think he's in range of a short bow. Yeah, 80 feet.
Yep.
But first, I'm going to use the dang it.
Oh, so in this case, you're not going to be able to
Steady aim.
use steady aim because you
Oh.
have to use it without moving that turn.
That would be it. Yeah, I moved. I probably would I've been in range if I didn't move. That's too late.
Let's see, short bow is 80 feet. You know, you could have done it if you want to put yourself back where you were.
I would love to.
Go for it.
Well, I was actually about here. I was here.
Yeah, that's plenty of range.
Now I can use steady aim. Doesn't steady aim give advantage?
Yes, it does.
Because I don't think. Okay.
All right. Let's see. That is going to hit, so go ahead and roll damage.
Nice. Oh,
Jeez. How do you want to finish it?
so after Bobby and Digby both miss, Hosh is like, I got this. Notches the arrow. Decides to be a little razzle dazzle and go aim for the eye because why not? And let the arrow loose and just it sailed true right into its eye, dropping it.
All right. You have finished all the creatures except the smaller one. What do you all want to do?
Collect them.
Yeah, I
All
kind of
right.
want to finish the creatures and
So
Field dress the.
moving them shouldn't be too bad. To take advantage of your your harvesting facilities, you're gonna have to actually drag them like down into your hold. Which I'll just assume there's like a. That's probably the hold is probably where you exit the ship, with like a big ramp. So in that case, you all successfully drag all of them in. What else do you want to do?
oh, I definitely want to search this area
Mm-hmm.
for any wyvern eggs.
All right. So you all have a pretty good idea that it's there. So I think what we'll do is one person give me survival or nature with advantage.
I say Bobby with survival.
Oh, I got you on survival.
With advantage. Yeah.
Oh yeah, you crush it. but not literally. Yeah, you find
He sees the eggs and then crushes them.
Kicks them off.
roll. How do you want to do this? Yeah, roll 1d4. You find 4 intact wyvern eggs.
Yes.
Boom!
Let's go.
We're getting rich. We're getting paid now.
Guys, with a score like this, we may not even have to harvest all of the wyverns. Why can I not say this word?
Wyverns.
Wyvern.
Wyverns. I wanna take the one who attacked us, guys, and let's cut off its head and mount it somewhere. Just a trophy of our first big score.
Wyvern.
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 All right.
Wyvern.
Wyvern.
What computer are you all arguing with?
I just Googled how to pronounce wyvern, and that was the top Google's
Okay,
little,
new
I don't know,
canon.
thing.
Ron Mop has like a pronunciation subroutine, but it's in an entirely different voice.
Right.
I was just being a smart ass.
All right. So first time using harvesting. So in this case, to harvest a, let me double check their creature type. So it is a dragon. So this is going to be a yeah. So go ahead and one person roll a nature check. Yeah. So this is what's called appraising.
Oh, I got that. Yeah, I think I have the highest nature. This
No,
has
you-
not been good tonight.
All right. So you know it's a wyvern. You don't know much else. Actually, with a 9, you know at least on the little ones. The little ones are not as toxic as the larger ones. They're not quite as dangerous to handle. You're not as sure what to be watching for on the large ones. But it's not going to stop you from taking a crack at it. So,
I have a what was it, nature or yeah, it was, never mind.
all right. But what you all do have is improved harvesting facilities. So you can drag all these corpses down there, and you're going to make a roll for each corpse, and you can decide how you want to split this up. Because these creatures are... you'll have advantage on the small ones, and the large ones will just be a flat check because of your facilities. You have improved harvesting facilities, which means you have advantage on large and smaller creatures. So you're only going to get one shot per creature. So decide who you want to do this. And this is going to be...
And what checks will they be?
how do we want to do this? You know, I'm going to call this survival. Survival or nature.
Probably
you can
Bobby
use-
Bobby. This is you.
Yeah. With
I
advantage.
guess it'd be the same, yeah. So if you're going to do it, roll 2 survival checks flat and 3 with advantage.
Could we make an argument that as a Drake Warden, he should make all of them with advantage, knowing Draconic
I'll allow
anatomy a
that.
little
That's
better?
fair. That's fair.
Yeah.
Is there a way I could click for advantage?
If you right-click, it lets you choose.
Gotcha.
That's a relatively new feature, which is super handy.
What, on D&D Beyond?
Yeah.
Oh, yep. That's cool.
So I got
Are the
18.
which ones are? Looks like they all rolled flat. Is that correct?
oops, wrong click. Yeah, they all rolled flat. I thought I did click.
Oh, you to do it, you right-click, select, roll with advantage, and then hit roll. So if you weren't doing that, it probably didn't. What we'll do is we'll just combine them from the top.
I might or not have actually hit a button.
Starting at the top, that's an 18 for the first one, then a 20 for the second, a 25 for the third, and now the 2 big ones. So that's a... Okay, now roll 2 more with advantage.
The 14 was a goose.
Advantage?
My fault.
Yeah.
Roll. Did it pop up on your screen?
No.
I feel like... but it did pop up on D&D Beyond correctly. All right, so the
That's a
first one is a
19.
19. Go ahead and roll the next one.
17.
You came out to a 24 total.
24.
All right,
17
let's
plus
compare with the
7.
list.
I think I rolled pretty good.
I agree.
I second that.
Yeah, with the facilities you have, you did very well. So... what I'm going to
Lawrence Digby is going to walk in between Hayes and Hoss and Bobby, and put his arms around both of them and give them a nice squeeze and go, I like you guys. And
You know what? The feeling's mutual. I like you too, Digby. We might have a good partnership growing here. I see a vast potential.
as soon as we cash these bad boys in, we're going big, guys. We're going big.
Let's go hunt a cyclops. An elder dragon. A death slod.
I've heard those can be pretty dangerous.
Especially the red and blue ones.
Yes. Could be very exciting.
Okay, your total. You got 3 juvenile wyvern tails, 6 juvenile wyvern wings, 2 vials of juvenile wyvern toxin unprocessed, you got 2 adult wyvern tails, 4 adult wyvern wings, and 1 vial of adult wyvern toxin unprocessed.
put that in chat so I can actually remember that.
Yeah.
He has it
it's
in
also
the.
yeah. There's a shared Google Doc I sent you all with all this.
Oh, I didn't see that.
I sent it as an email.
Say, I got a
When?
notification.
It was after we'd already started.
Oh, okay. I have not checked my email since then.
In addition, so you killed 7. Bobby, also give me a 1d6. All right. You also got 5 meals worth of poor ration meat. It's not going to make for a good meal by itself, but it is something. And the approximate values of each item.
We can add an entertainment section to the ship.
Yep, and you will be strongly encouraged to, because eventually you will start having like issues if there's nothing to do on the ship.
Oh, right. So we can get like a big screen TV theater or something.
I don't need entertainment. I can just regale you with all the stories of my past accomplishments.
Where's the bard when you need one?
Hey, I've got proficiency in performance. I'm all
there
you
you go.
need.
Yeah, right.
Like I said, I'll regale you with such entertaining stories of my heroic feats
Yes.
that you'll be whisked away. It'll be almost as if you were actually there.
All right.
Never have to be bored again.
I should also go ahead and mark. So your current. So you were at 10 fuel. And what did we have for rations? I don't think I'd actually set you up with any yet. You probably have. I would
Cookie
think
has
3
one.
weeks worth.
This is like playing Oregon Trail.
Yeah, there's definitely some survival vibes.
Fortunately, I probably won't die of dysentery,
Probably.
but I don't know. Can Warforged get dysentery?
I think you're immune
Wait,
to disease.
I'm immune to disease. I'm resistant to poison. Yeah, never mind. I can't get dysentery, so but I could get bit by a snake, I guess. I mean,
Okay.
I kind of did. So.
So currently you have 10 fuel and 145 units of rations.
Awesome.
I think I did that right. And you're burning 5 units of rations a day and 1 fuel.
Okay.
And you also used 1 ballista bolt.
Right.
But did we get it back because it
Pulled
was
it out-
attached to
pulled it
the
out of
ship and we killed the wyvern and we kind of cut the wyvern up?
It is mangled. It was trying badly to escape.
Messing it up.
That makes sense.
We couldn't reconstitute it or
all right.
something.
Deep breaths. Deep breaths, Lawrence.
It's just 1 bolt. It's okay.
What about the eggs? How are the eggs?
Go. 3
4.
500 GP each. Oh,
We got 4 eggs.
All right.
oh, there's 2 different entry. Oh, 3 or 500 GP, 4 or 50 GP each.
Do we know if there's anything we have to do to take care of these eggs to make sure that they stay healthy? To like will the eggs die, for lack of a better term?
Or go bad
Oh.
or whatever. Yeah.
Hi, guys.
What?
we're being raided by
Oh.
some of the Love Thy Nerd crew. You all just missed the party tearing up a bunch of wyverns to make stuff out of and sell.
Only 2 of us died.
Yep. So these are the adventures of the Dawnbreaker. This is an airship / monster hunting campaign. And we just dropped right into our first... we began our adventure right in the middle of a wyvern attack. They are up amongst some floating islands and have just recovered a clutch of wyvern eggs. Oh no!
What?
So Silver and Rogar, which is the stream they're coming off of, are doing the charity one-shot. They're doing Wonder Dome.
Okay.
And they let chat help roll up their characters. And Silver's character is a multi-class that includes Cleric and has 7 Wisdom. So that's going to go great. I'm going to have to
That's
look
some
up... It's never even occurred to me... If you cast a healing spell, is that like 1d8 minus 2? Is it a minimum of 0, or are you actually losing points of healing on every spell?
Oh no.
Ooh. All right. Well, that will be extra interesting. Oh no. You're just going to be missing with lightning bolts, and they're just going to go everywhere. We might have to come up with some stray lightning bolt rules.
I was going to take the ricochet feat.
Okay, so the party is going over their wyvern spoils.
Mm-hmm.
You do have these eggs. So what are you wanting to use the eggs? How are you wanting to sort of maintain those? Are you wanting to...
That's what I was...
Yeah,
that's what
say,
I was
are they
asking.
Are they worth more if you can get them to hatch or whatever? I'm guessing.
Absolutely. If you can keep those in hatchable condition, they are worth even more than that.
So I'm guessing somebody would have to do another nature check to know how to take care of them properly, or
Yes, and you're probably going to have to make checks every day to... Oh
need,
goodness!
heat lamps
Silver
and-
is Fearbolg, Bloodhunter, Cleric. Rogar is Alan Bard. This is going to be real interesting.
Alan.
So maybe to help me with the checks, while we pick
As
up the...
an Alan Bard, is his band The Who?
CJ's character just falls off the airship for no apparent reason. Ah!
Sudden gust of wind.
I regret nothing. Oh my goodness. I'm gonna have to go look at those character sheets here in a second. Yes, so let's get a nature check with advantage to see how to care for the eggs.
Well, what I was gonna say is, while you picked them up, can we rip up the natural terrain that the eggs were resting in?
Like the nest or whatever.
Yeah, you could probably use that to help you out.
Yeah.
Brilliant.
That would be probably part of the nature check.
Yeah, that'll help you kind of figure out what's most helpful. So let's get a nature check with advantage, and then we will kind of see
Bobby.
what you know.
No, we wanted Bobby to do it.
Nature.
He's okay at nature. It just didn't. Man, y'all are struggling with rolls.
No, I'm just struggling with rules.
All right. So here's what I'll do. You've already figured out the part that's most helpful, which is keeping the sort of nest intact. Beyond that, you're going to be kind of figuring it out as you go. So,
Well, like you said, we'll have to once a day do nature checks anyways.
Yeah, you're going to have to keep the
Bobby.
quality up.
Bobby, can you and Hank take over here?
Can you give me a sec? I kind of have a nosebleed.
Oh,
Another nosebleed. Oh no. Bobby got a nosebleed during the fight.
don't worry. We're lowering the ship. The altitude will go back to normal. You'll be fine.
Yeah, it's the altitude, isn't it? It's that happens sometimes.
All right. So you get it transferred. So all this is kind of taking place sort of montage over several hours.
Right.
Bobby
Does that
and
mean
Hank
short
are-
rest?
Yes. So we'll actually call this a long rest,
Ooh, even better.
Sure.
which it does mean that you're going to burn up one more fuel, and
We're
you're going
just
to knock
hovering.
off 5 rations. But you're back to full health, and so this is sort of you all are like, while Hank and Bobby are down in the hold, which I'm actually going to move all of us to. I'll show everyone the lower decks.
I'm going to stay up here and steer the ship.
Oh, all right. Then you will just disappear.
That's fine.
Oh, actually, but I'm just going to make a copy of you
That's fine.
because otherwise you're going to be blind on the next scene.
That's fine. I just wanted to say I'm not wanting to let the ship just.
Autopilot.
Hover.
Yeah,
Yeah.
this is not a nice ship.
Do we have autopilot?
No.
Yeah,
As
we
I
do.
said.
It's called ropes.
Basically, you can like throw
Yeah,
it.
you just tied rope.
You can just throw it in park. So I'll grab a giant wyvern corpse just for verisimilitude.
Sounds good.
So we've got Bobby and Hank down here sort of chomping and clawing away. Actually, we have this neat little room that there was
the
no particular
entertainment
use for yet. So let's see if I can find us a nest.
Oh, right. That'll be your nesting room.
Oh, come on. Why does it have a background? There we
It's
go.
okay.
What is
Wyvern
that?
nest. It's a wyvern
It's
nest.
the wyvern nest.
Or wyvern.
No.
No.
Wyvern.
I love that we've established the canon of like this is a pronunciation feature on
On Ron
on Ron
yeah.
Mop. All right,
Does that
so
sometimes.
you all get the wyvern eggs sort of safely ensconced. The first day is very hit or miss. You do get them sort of nicely insulated, so they stay warm. By transferring the nest, you don't have to like fully rebuild it, which is good. So while this is happening, Ron Mop, what are you doing?
I was checking on the engine just because
All
make
right.
sure everything didn't seem damaged or whatever. Oh yeah, also I was curious because I know you had the ship rolls. I'm guessing it's kind of like the AC Inc. rolls a little bit, or what are we going to call it? The like
Oh
cartographer
yes, so
and all that.
everyone has a role on the ship, and as part of the sort of license for the guild.
Is there only one roll per person? I'm guessing.
Yes, one role per person. Everyone is capable of doing everything, but people who have the roles will do better.
So what are the list of roles, anyways?
Haas is the accountant who will
Right.
help reduce costs. So when you have to go pay, your licensing rank and buy like rations and supplies and stuff, Haas can roll for a discount. I think we said Bobby is the mechanic who can help repair parts of the ship that are damaged. And I think we said Digby is the envoy. Does that sound right?
Yep.
So the envoy sort of represents the ship when you all interact with people.
Okay, like a diplomat or
It's
whatever
my
you call it.
ship. Of course I would represent it.
Right. Yeah. The
So
captain
you'll
and-
have proficiency mod uses per day of advantage for 1 minute. And I'll turn these into feats for next time. So roles that are not accounted for, there is the navigator, the spotter, the provisioner, and the officer.
Okay. What do those 4 roles do?
The navigator gives you advantage on navigation rolls. That's not just to get you where you're going, but to get you there safely.
Right.
So you could avoid things like
like
random
wyverns?
islands of wyverns.
Wyvern. Yes.
There's the spotter who gets advantage on watch rolls. In the future, when you all take a long rest, or when the ship is traveling, there will be 2 watch rolls per day, and that's to see if you notice things before they happen. The provisioner handles your food, and eventually you'll be able to cook things that help the party out. Right now, you don't have the facilities for it, but a good cook could get around that. And
We have a cook. Her name is Cookie.
yeah,
Yeah, she can be the provisioner.
all right.
And then the officer.
Yeah, officer can give other people boosts to what they're doing.
I can do the spotter.
All
It
right.
kind of makes sense, anyways, because Warforged don't really technically sleep. They
I'm the accountant.
yes, he accounts for things.
Thank you for that.
Yeah, you should probably go to your office, start calculating how much this is all worth. Your lowest bid and your highest bid or the lowest bid you'll take.
Has that old like accountant machine that you have to.
And so
Type
you all
on.
do have an extra option here too. If someone has alchemy proficiency, you could actually go ahead and process the poison, or if you have poisoner's kit or alchemist supplies proficiency, you could go ahead and process it. But it looks like none of you do, so you've just got these raw materials. So in the future, you'll be able to use these and integrate them into like crafting items, which are probably worth more than just the raw materials themselves. But all right, so you all continue on. So you've survived the wyverns. You rest through the night, and in the morning you continue on towards the Ardenmont. So you all, let's go ahead and get a navigation check. So this is going to be D20. Yeah, we'll call this D20 plus 4 because you're using sort of the ship system to do this.
And who's rolling?
Actually, I even take that back. We're going to call this a D20 plus 2 because you all have poor navigation equipment. So whoever you'd like to make this roll.
I'm out.
There it is. 10.
10. All right.
See, I would have done better.
Was that a 10 total or 10 on the die?
10 total. 8 plus 2.
All right. It gets you there. You're not finding any shortcuts.
I've rolled a lot of 10s tonight.
So you manage to sort of make your way towards the Ardenmont. And as the Ardenmont comes into view, you can see why not a lot of folks have been out this way. This is a very isolated area. There's not it's not like heavily populated. You see maybe some ruins, but you don't see any like active settlements. You don't even really see any roads. This truly seems to be out in the middle of nowhere. There's sort of mountains surrounding it, and it's this very sort of isolated little miniature ecosystem. So,
And this is where we were trying to follow the map to?
yes, this is where you were
Or-
trying to actually end up.
Okay.
So, you know that there's a couple of real prizes here. The biggest one is going to be the shield tortoises. These are big lumbering creatures covered in heavy natural armor plates. They actually consume like gently magical rock. They have like a nose for it, and they dig down until they find it. And the more they eat over time, the more armored they become. This is very popular, a very popular component for obviously magic heavy armor, magic shields, also things like magical ship plating, components for constructs, anything really heavy and durable wants a piece of shield tortoise. You know that there's also some kind of gem creature, some kind of gem drakes that nest in the mountains here. They're more underground, but they are very valuable. They have magically infused gems that actually grow into their bodies. Those are the ones off the top of your head. You don't know quite what else might be here, but those are sort of the prizes that you have in mind. So what do y'all want to do?
Well, and obviously we need money. So in that sense, it sounds like we should go after those tortoises because they sound like they'd have the most the and is that what the map is leading us to these or is the map leading us to something else?
That's what the map was leading you to. It has
Okay,
several like nests marked for
gotcha.
both the tortoises and the drakes.
So obviously the tortoises are more money, it sounds like. But Lawrence, he likes the thrill. He likes the danger missions too. And those drakes sound like they would be a much better story to regale everyone with. So, what say ye, crew? What are we going after?
Well, if we get tortoises, we can upgrade our ship.
I
Anyone
like the
else?
way you think. I like the way you think, Bobby. We'll pass up on this one uh, great story in order to fix up our ship and have many great stories in the future.
And soon we'll have all the propane motors we could ever want.
Hank is excited about that.
All right. So you've got your chart, so you have a vague idea of where you're headed. Somebody give me a navigation check to put you all down approximately in a good place for these tortoises.
I rolled poorly last time. Someone else do it.
I've been rolling poorly all night.
So what do you want?
This is going to be navigation. This is going to be you all have poor navigations. We're going to call this D20 plus 2. This is to see how close you all get to where you're going. Very good.
21.
All right. Yeah, you're able to actually put down pretty much perfectly where you want to go. You see that there's an area of sort of rocky outcroppings, sort of jutting up. And with that roll, you also know that, it's dangerous, or not dangerous per se, potentially dangerous, to sort of drop down right on top of what you're looking for. You probably want to land like nearby and make your way over. So I'm going to drop y'all on a map. So as you're sort of swinging in low, you do spot what looks like a swampy area. And you're sort of coming in before it gets too light. And you can see like flickering balls of light hovering over the water.
Are
And
those
they're
the
just kind of
tortoises?
gently flaring and bursting and then disappearing. So you sit down near the outcroppings. Everybody give me a perception check.
Whoa.
Perception.
I'll take it.
Nope.
All right. So you all spot.
I mean, I don't.
Nope.
And I'm the spotter.
You all spot
Get out of the
a.
ship. It's okay. You're not used to being in unfamiliar territory.
This is true, yeah.
You all spot like a small. I think the word would be herd or pod of tortoises that seem to be sort of gently meandering amongst the rocks. And at this distance, you watch, they just fully go up, and it's hard to see the sort of internal logic from where you're at, but they just seem to like certain rocks, and they go up to those rocks and just chomp a giant piece of them.
Whoa. They're rock-eating tortoises.
There are two smaller ones and one very large one. And they're sort of tromping along. And you can see there's
Alligators.
big, thick, heavy plates. And the plates look like they're run through with veins of like metal and crystal, and there's like flickering lights running through the crystal. And it's this beautiful, fascinating sight, which is why all of you are looking the wrong way as four sets of clawed hands reach out, clamp onto Digby's armor, and pull him out of sight. And you hear a and rapidly retreating footsteps as something drags your paladin, kicking and screaming, off into the dark.
Not just
Maybe your
paladin,
wife found
your
you.
captain.
Leaving the three of you standing in this clearing, bereft of your leader.
Oh, boy.
And that is where we're going to pick up next week.
Ah,
To be continued.
Dun,
Dun,
dun, dun.
You all just witnessed your captain get murdered
I know, right?
because
Sacrifices must be made.
I'm on vacay the next 2 weeks, guys.
Yeah, I know, right?
I'm dead.
How he's written out of the story.
We have gone from the quest for monster bits to the quest to save Digby's bits.
why do you hold it Digby's bits? I want to touch them.
We do have people watching right now. Please. Just
Wow.
Well, you know, all of Hayden's inappropriateness has been recorded for the past, years, so I think we've gotten used to it at this point.
But this is the first time we had people watching us that weren't robots.
This is true.
I'll say
I guess it's-
I won't swear that everyone is still sitting there. But all right.
It's okay.
So we'll pick up with that when next week, and hopefully you all rescue Digby before CJ gets back to town.
Yes.
What if we don't?
It'll be interesting.
That'll be
We'll see what
different.
happens.
They,
I'll have to play
CJ, you might have to write a
separate.
new character.
Oh my goodness.
Digby will have developed Stockholm syndrome with his captor, and
He just lives here now.
He got aggressive, so we just had to put him down.
I'm pulling up the character sheets for the Wonder Dome character.
all right.
Oh my goodness. I feel like
So
I feel
what
like
they
y'all
like?
they were much nicer to Rogar than to Silver.
Did they randomly roll, or like they let the people decide? But it was just the people were being like.
I think there was some random rolling, and I think there was some like audience polls.
That or just to be funny would choose ridiculous options.
Oh my goodness.
Do they have
Yeah.
the same thing where if someone in the audience types in surprise that weird shit happens?
Yeah, that was I think supposed to be part of the.
Yeah, this is. Yeah, it's going to be fun. I have that air horn app ready to roll. Um, it's
Oh,
going to get wild.
All I know is when they go, tell me so that I will have a chance to
right.
hop
Yeah,
on and text surprise.
yeah as
Well, and I
many
think
times.
it's Saturday at 7 Eastern, so it'll be 6 your time.
Oh, AM? That's pretty early.
Oh, definitely not. Definitely not in the morning.
No morning games.
I might just have to download the Twitch app
Right.
just so I can
you can spam
come in,
surprise.
text surprise, and leave.
You can at least go and subscribe to literally the channel that you are all over. There's
That would be one
hundreds of
way to-
hours of you on this channel that you've never seen before.
Right.
I've seen
Well,
it
I've gone
a
to-
couple times.
I've gone to the YouTube channel. I tried to make a playlist of all of our, at least AC Inc. stuff. Anyways, I don't think I've kept up
Oh
with the
no!
recent ones,
Please
but-
do not listen to me on repeat. That is not. That is not
Actually,
something I
CJ,
want.
I've actually clipped all your voices, and that's what I go to sleep with.
Horrifying. Horrifying.
the sound machine. It's just, oh gosh,
Uh,
that's how you do it.
yeah, I've got to upload last week or the week before? The week before's AC Inc. And
Well, yeah, because it was the one when you were on vacation, just a recording. You didn't do it live.
yeah, I recorded it and I need to upload it.
Right.
And then oh goodness. So yeah, get that uploaded, and then the only one we're missing is literally the second session of AC Inc. was the day I was moving.
Okay, yeah, I was gonna say there was one that I didn't see anywhere on there, but yeah, it was.
Yeah,
one
and
of
it's
the
session
early-
2, which it's sort of pros and cons because on the one hand, it's just like us in a dungeon.
Oh, right.
And so we're not like, there's not like
Wasn't
complicated
all
story stuff happening. But
Yeah.
it does stink that it's literally the second episode.
Yeah.
Diabetes.
Somebody's ringtone.
No, stupid Twitch.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it automatically plays things when you load it up. Always.
Yeah, it's stupid. Why?
Well,
Yeah,
it's
it's about the only
it's always
thing-
confusing for me because a lot of times I'll pull it up to get the title of
Mhm.
the last session, and sometimes it'll play the previous session and it'll be the same people, and so I'll have people talking live and the recording of the people talking, and it's
Oh, no.
very disorienting.
Yeah, I always have to mute my phone whenever I pull it up to get the link because yeah.
All right. Well, I am going to get off here, and
Okay.
we will come back to this next time.
Next week we can discuss how to pronounce.
Tortoises.
All right.
All right.
On
Have a
that
good
note,
one. I hope you guys kill it next week.
Not you, but yes, the
Yeah. Whatever took me.
yeah, we will kill that.
We will
All
see
right.
about that.
We will look forward to it.
This might
Have
be
a good
one,
kind
guys.
of already.
I will certainly try. I've remembered to wear my armor and shield now, so
that helps.
I should die less.
All right.
right.
See you guys.
I'm out.
See ya.
Peace.